Fala, rapaziada, sejam muito, mas muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no nosso canal, mais uma entrevista com mais um atleta aqui da ACN Sports, mais uma gringa, hein? Tem aqui o Billy Eliadis, ele é um atleta nosso da ACN, americano, hoje está na North Greenville University, uma NCAA D2, e a gente vai estar aqui para contar um pouco mais da história dele, para contar quem ele é, como que a ACN ajudou ele nesse processo, e vocês vão conhecer, claro, né, para ter mais cultura para vocês ainda. Vocês vão conhecer a história de um atleta americano, de uma cultura totalmente diferente, de um background totalmente diferente. Então, a gente vai estar proporcionando isso para vocês hoje, numa conversa rápida, 20, 30 minutos. Tá bom? So, Billy, what I was saying in Portuguese here, so just to clue you in, I was introducing you a little bit, like that you're playing NGU, North Greenville in NCAA D2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, man, I introduced you just a little, so introduce yourself. For sure, it's going to be much better. So who are you? Where are you at right now? What's your background in high school? So tell us a little bit about your story, man. That's going to be really helpful.
So my name's Billy Eliadis. From Lamont, Illinois, suburb outside of Chicago, Illinois. Previously played for Upper Iowa University before coming to North Greenville. Played high school soccer for Lamont High School. Just stayed pretty local while picking my first school, and then now I'm here in South Carolina in Greenville. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah.
That's great, man. That's great. And how old are you right now?
I just turned 19.
19. I'm getting old, and sometimes I talk to the players. I'm getting old. I'm 24, but like these guys, like they were born like 2006, 2007. Man, I'm getting too old.
Yeah, I'm born 2007, so.
Yeah, then. So now you're 19. So how was your high school? You played in Lemon High School, right? So how was that? How was that context in your?
It was a good experience. I would say for high school soccer, it's more of a close-based community. You know, you're growing up with all the guys that you went to middle school and elementary school with, so it was good. I still talk to all those guys to this day. The level probably is not the highest in terms of soccer wise, but really good. You know, you have some of your best friends that were at that level. So but then I played club for Galaxy Soccer Club in Naperville, Illinois, so really close to home as well. And then that's how high school was for me.
That's great, man. A curious thing about you as well that I didn't know before knowing you was that you are, or your family is, from Greece. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I do have a lot of Greek background in me. I speak it. I have my citizenship. I go as often as I can. I've even played in Greece as well, done some trials, and had some opportunities out in Greece. So thankfully for that. And yeah, so.
So that how was that experience in playing in Greece? Like, how was the level comparing to US? How was that?
I would say out there they're super disciplined with soccer, because if without soccer, or football as I like to call it, they really don't have another pathway. So it's kind of like every day they're sacrificing everything because this is all they know. And I know education's not like the biggest thing out there, so in terms of soccer or sports in general, they really do try to make it, and they just want to provide for their families for one day. So they're all super dedicated and focused into the game out there, and it was just a completely different mindset and a really big reality change for sure.
Yes, man. I noticed the same thing in Brazil. Like, it's soccer, like it's football or football. You cannot conciliate football with academic side, with good college. You cannot do this. So whether you go to a professional level in soccer or you study in a college. So this is basically what happens in Brazil as well. So I can understand a little bit of Greece context about it as well, because it's really different from US. You can conciliate both, right? Yeah. So Billy's now entering a little bit more about 20, like the end of 25, where we meet each other for the first time. So what were you suffering before starting with ACN? So you were in Upper Iowa. What were you suffering there, man? So then you would like to transfer.
So coming out of high school. It was one of my only offers, so I decided to take it. It was probably the highest level I could achieve at the time. And then I unfortunately suffered a torn ankle, like tore a few ligaments in the preseason at Upper Iowa, so wasn't able to play in the regular season and stuff like that. So I just really, after being there for 3 months, I just didn't like the environment. It was a really small town. I mean, the people kind of made up for it, though. My roommates, my teammates. But I just really was unhappy. And when I came home in at the end of, I think, November, to receive injection for my ankle to heal it after the season ended. I was really considering talking to my parents and saying like how I wanted to leave Upper Iowa, but and I was dreading to go back. I did not want to go because it just really wasn't like fitting for me, and I didn't really have necessarily a way out of it. I was just gonna suck it up and just go back, and eventually, after I was healed and played another season, try to transfer because that was the goal in my mind. It was never to stay there for 4 years. But and then I think we met over Instagram, and I saw ACN popped up on my Instagram, so I decided to say, hey, why not? I'll just reach out. I mean, my life would have been the same if I reached out or if I didn't. And getting a response could make or break my career, I guess. But if anything, I was just going to go back to Upper Iowa and just, you know, kind of be a little depressed, to be honest with you. So, uh, yeah. So that's how I started with ACN for sure. And then
That's great, man. That's a thing that I would ask you as well. Like, how was the first connection with ACN? It was in an ad.
yeah,
Was it correct? Was in an ad, like in
I
this?
think it was, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think I responded. I sent you my film, like you looked over it, and then you said, "Okay, let's hop on a phone call." The phone call went really well. I spoke to my parents, and I made the decision to join ACN. I think it took me only a few days to decide that because I knew what I wanted in my career, and this was the best way to achieve that goal. And because I really didn't want to go back to Iowa, I just was super unhappy. So I really wanted to make a change, and if that was the sacrifice I made, and yeah,
Okay, so yes, Billy, so for sure, man. It was we were gonna talk about it. It was really fast for us to find a new school for you. We were not expecting, not even us, not even me and Mateus. We were not even expecting a quick transition as we did.
mhm.
We're gonna talk a little about it later, but yes, man, you were unhappy at Upper Iowa, like in the fall 2025.
Yeah,
Was it because of the environment? For sure, no, you don't have to get in details for sure, but it was mainly because of the location, the structure, the facilities, the soccer level, your injury. What was that mainly for? Like, why was you unhappy in there?
so I mean, a bunch of different things kind of went into it. I mean, the the town was really small. There was not much to do or to eat, or if you just
Mhm.
wanted to go hang out with your friends on a Friday night, there's nothing to really do. It's considered the middle of nowhere for sure. The nearest Walmart was probably like 45 minutes away, which is kind of like crazy to
Yeah.
think about. Like, where do you even go grocery shopping? But um, I think that also I mean, the facilities, fine. They weren't the best. I mean, we played on the football field. I know some other D2s play on the football field as well, but I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of the style of play. For
Mhm.
me personally, I like to play on the ground, take guys on one on one, have confidence, and switching the field and stuff. So I don't think I was necessarily able to do that at Upper Iowa either, which was another really, really big factor in terms of soccer, why I wanted to transfer.
Okay, so you were in Upper Iowa, where most of the guys were like tall guys, like the
Yeah,
center backs, the forward, and even the wingers. They came back. They were tall, strong, and it didn't fit your play style, right?
for sure not. It was like I love all the guys there. 6 foot something, and here I am, 5'6", maybe on a good day. Uh, trying to like win headers in the air, 50-50s, and just like long balls, and it just really is not like necessarily what I play. So, yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay, so yes, you were unhappy in Upper Iowa. It was not definitely was not the best place possible for you to stay 4 years in school, like to graduate. Upper Iowa was definitely not this place. So
Yeah.
was there anything? And for sure, I know there was some things that you say to me in private, like that impacted you during this time that we were working together. But publicly, like what was the thing that you say, man, this impacted me and my family in a good way with ACN Sports?
Um. So are you saying in terms of how
How was the
quick?
process like
Oh.
from November to
Oh.
December, and then we find this school? Like, how what is if there was anything that impacted you and your family during this time working together?
Okay. So I would say I think we started after I got the surgery with the ankle. So I think the 20th of November we started, and I would like immediately day one. What do you think about this school? What do you think about this school? I sent your film to this school. They're interested in you. Let's talk to them. So I think that was like, um, oh, I think that was like such a good impact. Like just right away knowing like I have like you guys are already starting to work with me and already starting to help me and put as much effort in. And I would say from the moment that we started and even till now, it's been 110% effort with ACN. um, I When I decided to officially leave Upper Iowa, it was December 10th, and 20 days later, right before the new year, I was able to come to North Greenville University in South Carolina, which is a top D2 school in the country. And coming from Upper Iowa, low record, didn't get minutes, got injured, and now being here in South Carolina, much better place, much better environment, better community, better team, better facilities, really better everything. And we were able to do that in less than 3 weeks. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
To be really honest, Billy, we were also impacted. We were also impressed with this quickness, let's say that,
Yeah.
because we've never done this before. To be really honest, like we never did a process of transferring a player from a school to another one in 3 weeks. Never. It was like at most in 2 months, something like that. But in three
Mhm.
weeks, it was like our record, our personal
Yeah.
record.
Right.
It was
Right.
crazy.
And the best part about it was not only was like NGU like an option, of course it was, and it was probably the best option for me in my case, but there were so many other schools that were interested and that we were looking for and considering as well. I would say a total of maybe like 10, 10 or more schools, like in different divisions as well. But and we kind of narrowed it down to what was going to be the best for my future, and you guys are super understanding with that, and we've definitely found the right one. So that's that.
Okay. So expectations accomplished so far. Like you are happy. How was what are the projections for the future as well? What you're trying to accomplish for your next? Of course, you have your own goals, your private goals for sure. You don't have to share it with us here in public, but like the main goals that you can share to people, share to me here in the live. What's your projections for the future? NGU and then later.
Well, of course, I'm in college to get a degree, student before athlete, as everyone says. But I think after college, if I want to potentially seek like a pro opportunity, I would definitely want to give it a shot. And I'm not saying it'll work out. I'm not saying like it's 100% guaranteed, but just knowing that I'll, maybe have an opportunity coming out of NGU, high level program. I know there's some guys that played on the team last year that are already playing overseas right now, and playing pro, graduated, and other countries and stuff. So that's definitely the goal. And if that's doesn't end up working out, I still have a really good degree, something to rely on. Business major, coming out of North Greenville. So it's really good for
For
my
sure.
future.
For sure. That's something that I always talk to my Brazilian guys here. you're getting a college degree, and that's the main objective. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
for sure, you're playing soccer. For sure, you're seeking a pro contract. Of course, it's really difficult. It's really difficult in we say the funil, right? Like the people that really go pro, that make their lives going pro. It's like 1%, 0.1% from all of the players that come to tryouts, come to a college. Like 1% of them go to pro and then make their lives about it. So college degree is really important, guys. Not just for the paper, okay, a diploma, no, but the connections that you have, the education that you have, the people that you know, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 to 5 years being educated in a really high level country, which is the United States. I tell this to Brazilians, you know already, you're an American. I don't have to say that to you. But
Yeah.
for Brazilians, most people, they still have this prejudgment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Study and play soccer. I just want to play soccer. I don't want to study. But man, you are now 20 years old. But like in the future, you're going to be 24, 25, 26. And then you don't have anything. You're not playing soccer, you're not getting money, you're not having an education. So it's really important. Really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And expectations accomplished so far, Billy. So you're happy, NGU. How is that right now?
Super good. We started our team lifts just this week. We have our first practice with the team is tomorrow. So we just got some spring games coming up. Not as important as the fall season because fall is what matters here in the college level. But spring matters as well. It's for the development, and then yeah, so far so good. Classes are really good. Environment's really good. Everyone's super supportive. So really happy.
That's great, man. And how, it's a question that I would like to ask you, and I think I've never asked you before. How is it to leave your home state, Illinois, and go to a broad state like another state in South Carolina, alone from a family, far from a family? How is it to you, man? How is that situation for you?
It's definitely a lot different. Before, I was super close, so I was just only a 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive, but now I'm a 2-hour flight away. So definitely a lot different. But to be honest with you, I was really able to adjust and adapt to the environment really well. So far, I haven't really been have that homesickness, as some people might call it, but I've been really able to enjoy my time so far and call my parents every day. They really are supportive of me and as well, and they were really pushing for me to go to see another area in the United States and like to go to achieve a better opportunity, which was NGU in South Carolina. So it's
For
really good.
sure. And
Yeah.
you are maturing as well. Like you now probably don't, you can't see it, but you are growing, you are maturing, you are getting connections that you wouldn't have probably in your hometown. For example,
Yeah.
you're getting older, you're getting like an adult, in fact. You're
Hmm.
you're being you're transforming into an adult version of yourself. So it's really important. I say by myself, I came from Brazil. Like it's not even another state, it's another country, like thousands
Right.
of kilometers away. And this experience of going abroad, going to US, to another country, and live by my own, it was the best experience of my life so far. Best experience. I turned into another person
Yeah.
coming to US, man. It was really, really, really helpful for me. This experience was the greatest of my life so far. But yes, Billy, in one sentence, how was ACN in your life so far? In one sentence.
Uh, I could put it in one word if you want to narrow it down. I'd say
Sure.
perfect. I would say perfect because you know after thinking like at a point in my at a point in these last few months, I was thinking like, wow, I have to go back to like the reality of being really unhappy at a school that I'm not enjoying, and to now being like, wow, like I'm in a whole nother. Like, it really changed my career. Honestly, it really took a really big change in my career to now be here in a spot that I chose to be in, and so happy at and stuff. So it's been really really perfect so far. So I'm just really excited to see what the future holds with ACN, so and stuff like that.
We too, man. I always tell you in private as well with Mateo, that talk to Mateo, my partner. It's a pleasure to be working with guys like you that has a good mentality. It's easy to work. Your family supporting you. you know your limitations, you know where you can reach, you know where you cannot reach. So it's really easy because most players, okay, want to go D1 full ride. It's not for now. It can be for the future, for sure.
Yeah.
It can be for the future. I can see potential in you. But most guys, they don't see the reality. And working with you is really simple, man, because you have the notion of the reality. You know how things work, as well as your family. So
Yes.
what I have to do is thank you, man. Not just you, but Maria, tell your parents. It's a pleasure to be working with you. And it was a pleasure to be talking to you today, Billy. It
All
was a
right.
really
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So for sure, we can make a longer podcast in the future. That's my plan. I can go
Yeah.
abroad. I can go to US. I can go in Brazil, Europe, and go doing podcasts. And it's a plan for the future, a private plan, personal plan for the future. But yes, man. For now, it's a little conversation here. Do you have anything else to tell the guys? Any other anything like any other thing to tell the guys here in the live?
I definitely would. So I would say to take the risk and to count on yourself as well. I know you always say like count on us. That's like a slogan I've seen you guys always say. I definitely think you should count on yourself as well because if you're unhappy with the environment that you're in, you're coming out of high school and don't have many opportunities in the college level. I definitely think it's important to look outside the box and to see what's out there for you and how much it can make an impact on your career because like I never thought I would be here now. If I'm thinking about back in August, I didn't think I'd be here in January. So definitely take the risk, count on yourself. You know the opportunity will be there eventually. It takes time for sure. Anything can happen in a good or a bad way, but definitely count on ACN for sure. That's what I would say.
That's great, man. That's great advice. Even at a young age, you have great advice for the people, not just people from Brazil that can know a little bit about English, they can understand a little, but for sure, many transfer guys, many athletes that we have here in ACN that knows English, and for sure, we get much information. And thank you again, Billy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the call. For sure, in the future, we're gonna talk more. We're gonna do more podcasts. We're gonna do more content here. And thank you for the time. Thank you guys for watching. This is live is gonna be in my YouTube channel here in Instagram as well. We're gonna do some clips and then share to you on Instagram. And guys, thank you so much, Billy. Again, thank you for the time. And that's it. We keep in touch. Billy, I'm always talking to you, but guys, next week we're gonna have another podcast. And see you soon. Valeu, gente. Tamo junto. Até mais.
All right. See you.